We're live. You're extremely dark over there for some reason.
You like that should be facing. I put
What do I
that.
need to do?
I don't know what's wrong because it's supposed to be still dark. They put my
Yeah.
Let me see.
Let me see this now. We'll put the camera a little further over here. Come back up here. How's that? That's better.
It's better. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Nobody's here, but we're here. Hello, hello. I don't want to go home. Hello, hello.
Smells bad. Oh, why are you smelling that?
I'm not gonna be naked forever, y'all. She's gonna fix me a shirt here in a minute.
Wait lang.
That's a good thing my nose is stopped up, because I just can get a little whiff every now and then. I wish I had advertised this before I came on.
Yes, but it's okay.
It's kind of probably a little early for most people getting off work.
It's okay. Let be it.
Yeah. No problem. Be happy. Oh.
What's your Mountain Dew?
In the refrigerator. Why is this all lopsided? How dry I am. How dry I am. How dry I am. How dry I am.
I love you being naked.
Ooh, I need a bra. I'm having a sex change, baby. Hello, everybody. We got one. I'm gonna have a shirt here in a minute, y'all. So don't get crazy over my sexy body. You're taking that tag out of the back of it that scratches your neck.
I just removed the tag. 2 people. Who is here? Come here.
Come here.
It's a Halloween live because we are at home holiday. We're always at home naman.
Eating a lot of leftover Halloween candy.
Yeah. Jan, eating it all. I told to him, anak, you might get diabetic. Mama, just now, diabetic.
You ain't gonna get diabetic from that. Just make sure he brushes his teeth, get that all that sugar out of his teeth.
Yeah, he will brush because he's
But, everybody done left, huh? Nobody even stuck around long enough to talk to us.
It's fine. What the heck? Where is my disciple? Are you really have plan to talk to me? Huh? Let me call Jessica. Because I don't like to.
I think that yellow light helps out more than the white one.
Yeah, it's a Halloween live. What we're gonna do here? We're just sit here.
Sit down and get some views eventually. Need an alarm when somebody texts you to bing or something.
You have the heart there or the dollar. Oh,
Yeah. You reckon there's a way to set an alarm, sound alarm?
You really need that?
Well, you do because you're always off doing something else.
Mm.
All messages are visible. Yeah. Fan funding, super chats, super stickers, channel membership.
Really, you have a good hair, but it's look ano na naman because of
I don't know what you're talking about, woman.
your hair is good earlier. It's like ruined na again. Saan ba ito? Maybe they are in the cemetery, no?
What's a pop out chat? What is this video? Can you tell?
Just a coffee table with lights.
Watch a movie on here. What?
What movie?
I don't know, any movie you want to. I reckon you put your phone on there and watch. Go to Netflix and watch your movie while you was waiting on somebody to text.
We don't have I didn't
Electric?
Netflix.
Oh, ain't no biggie.
So what I'm gonna watch?
YouTube has movies. Hello! You came and went. Didn't even speak. YouTube. Home.
Hello everybody. It's the better one, honey. It's a good thing. Every day we do walking, guys. So for our health. You guys do it for yourself too.
Well, I don't see it on him, but
Walk with
on
your loved one. Look at that.
TV it has
We're
categories
ready
says
now.
movies.
Let's check this magnet.
How do you post this on our Facebook? Hello.
Look, the background is so. The background is so. The background is so.
Did you share it or not?
What?
It's like you're just going back and forth.
Well, yeah.
Is that Facebook?
Put some Put some. Hi. Who is here?
We still trying to learn what we're doing, y'all.
Halloween live.
Trying to catch them ghosts.
No,
Oh, it's gone na naman. Why are you join us? Let it be there. Later, you're gonna come to ano. Herb chat. Wow.
Share it on your YouTube. Facebook. Robin Honeybee Hive. It's my old boss. I have a feeling this looks like it's going to be a bust. I ain't giving up. I'm going to sit here all night if I have to. Ooh, 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 ooh. Maybe we need to get your emergency lights and just plug them in and turn them on over there to give us more light. I don't know. Huh?
It's shared na.
Will the emergency lights come on even though it's got power going to the plug in?
Yeah. Later na, it's still ano pa naman.
Daylight, yeah. I got you.
Guys, alam nyo ba, ang dami kasi tatanong.
That's one of all the followers.
Break na daw kami ni Alpha kasi
Learned
hindi
how
na
to sit
nakikita
there
sa
and look
mga
like she ain't got no clothes on.
Alam nyo kasi,
Look at the
mahaba kasi
boyfriend.
kwento, so hindi ko alam kung paano
They
ko mag-umpisa.
black.
So, ang sagot dyan sa tanong nyo, kung break na ba kami ni Alpha, yes po, break na po kami. Break na tayo, di ba?
Paano how if they have a
Nandito
baby?
ka.
No? Black and white.
Break na tayo, di ba?
Yeah, black. You kind of black,
Medyo
brown.
mag-iilang ka. So, ito kasi guys, yung totoo nangyari. Totoo, ito yung nangyari guys. Nag-cheat kasi si
What's she
Alpha.
saying?
Guys, nag-cheat kasi siya. Tapos ano,
What's she saying?
She's telling their break already because this guy cheated on her.
Pagkakulay kay Alpha. Kaya wala na talaga akong choice kasi nag-cheat siya eh. Ikaw, nag-cheat ka, di ba? Yesterday. Kaya hindi na siya nakikita. Hindi na siya nakikita sa mga video guys kasi wala na yung nasa pa si Alpha. Kita niyo pa si Alpha guys? Hindi ko makikita eh. Grabe. Ang sakit talaga.
Why you going
Hi guys, chit chat with us while we are waiting for my time in ano.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Depends on where they're at. Somebody's hitting the heart. That's you. Now it's showing you're online.
Hi, why in your laptop you don't have heart? Or you don't have dollar, no?
Where?
Hmm. Because you're live on laptop. You know the dollar sign is never showed up here. No. Yes.
What are you doing?
It's funny, guys.
Why ain't it on here?
Why? Because you are live in the laptop. The dollar is not showing. How do
It's
you
showing right there.
Huh? Oh, why in the comment section? I cannot see it. For example, I wanna give you.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. There it is right there.
Oh, when I put the comment section. Okay, give it a moment.
Hey, somebody here. Talk to us, people. Talk to us. I'm hearing a echo.
Ba yan, Han?
How dry I am. How dry I am. How dry I am. How dry I am. Hello. What's going on, people?
Who's there?
We just sitting around. I kind of got bored, so I set my computer up with the web camera and the lights and said, I'm going to go live. And I've been live 17 minutes, and you're the first person to come on.
Hi, Eric. Happy Halloween.
There used to be a cartoon when I was a kid, and it predicted this drunk guy. And he was always singing this song, How Dry I Am. It's showing 2 here. That's because she's on it. Now it's just showing 1. She's on it with her account. But anyway.
You send super chat, Eric. Click the dollar sign there.
He said, hello, sis.
Hi.
Now she's gone. Are you still on her?
No, I'm still here.
No. I,
Click the super.
it don't mean anything.
Eric, you see the dollar sign there? Give me dollar. Birthday gift for John. You send. Click the dollar. No, Eric is my brother.
Eric is your brother.
This is Christian.
Christopher?
No, who's that? That's Eric.
Says Trentex.
That's Eric, honey.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm still here, Eric. Oh. I'm trying to
Yeah, she's still here. She just playing on her phone back there, so ain't no telling what it's doing. Boy, that's a long delayed reaction there. Oh. Okay. Set up now. Oh, that's you telling him that. You ought to be ashamed, Mama. Give me $1. See how delayed that is?
Yeah.
Hang up and come back online because you wasn't that delayed earlier. Yeah. But I can hear her say something, and it'd be 5 minutes later I hear it on the phone, her phone. For some reason there's a bad delayed reaction. Your name changes randomly. Yeah, it's echoing because you got your volume turned up. Turn your volume down. Is it echoing now? Shouldn't be.
Oh, three are watching now. You have three people here.
Come on in, people. Talk with us. Give us some chit chat. Yeah, it's because she had her volume on her phone turned up. That's why it was echoing. Oh, is that her doing that? That you putting the hearts on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She likes to give herself hearts. Hello, everybody. Y'all want to come chat with us or not? Y'all gonna hide in your back corners and in your closet and don't say nothing. And turn the lights out and gonna sit there. Yep, she loves herself. That's why she's giving herself hearts.
I'm giving you a heart
Oh, you giving me a heart? Oh, okay.
in live. You see that?
My lip burning, y'all. I shaved while I go and cut my lip.
Celebrating Halloween. Eric,
Shows 3 people in, but nobody's talking. I've been on other people's live streams. You can't even keep up with the chat. How's your life there? Oh, that's you again. She's asking, how's your life there? We don't really celebrate Halloween neither.
yeah.
We bought a little bit of candy in case some kids come along. That's about it. Uh, we walked down to the clubhouse and watched everybody go swimming and playing basketball. Yeah, we're good. We're good. He said it's super fantastic. Oh, are you reading it? I'm gonna turn around here and prop my feet up, y'all. Oh, let me see if this is gonna help. Yeah. Yep, that helps. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I just thought it was cool how, I mean, they opened that clubhouse up within one day. All the kids is down there and the people are swimming and, you know, what's this here, y'all? Cops are coming to get me. Yep, yep, that's true. A smile a day keeps the negative vibes away. I didn't even know if anybody even care to watch that video. I thought it was pretty cool and interesting, so I filmed it. What are you? purple pooping about? Huh? She's just playing on the phone back here, y'all. It's the best video I've seen all year. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It would be so much easier to do that kind of stuff if you didn't have all the rules and regulations and the chickens are crowing and the dogs are barking and you gotta watch, make sure you don't show some kid's face and just so much. But if y'all notice, I didn't show the poo very much. I just kind of went by and real fast. Yeah. You see, we filmed it, but I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not. We'll see. Me and her got out there playing badminton today and filmed it. Not really playing a serious game, but just trying to see if we could hit the birdie back and forth.
You post it, honey.
It's been like probably 50 years since I played badminton. Yeah. Now, y'all want to see it's a short video of me and her trying to play badminton. We was going to go down on the tennis court and play, but about the time we headed down there, some people started playing tennis. Am I saying that right? Yeah, tennis.
Yeah.
And so we just stayed on the basketball court trying to knock it back and forth. Yeah, well, after you see the video, you're going to realize we both need a lot of practice. A lot of practice. I don't think we hit it back and forth consecutively over maybe 3 hits. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Well, there's always some editing to do, but yeah, I know I got what you're saying. Uh, if there's spots where nobody's talking and nothing's happening, you kind of edit that out because people get bored just looking at a screen and nothing going on. So and they'll let you know about it. Oh, we didn't have a net. We were just trying to hit it back and forth. Just trying to see if we could hit it back and forth. If I'm not mistaken, a badminton net is usually high, huh?
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
volleyball net. Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't have one of them. All we had there's a tennis net. People playing tennis. Uh, I wouldn't know what you call it. We were just trying our best to hit the ball, hit the little birdie, and it would be going right by us, and we'd still be missing.
Where is that video, honey?
It's on the computer here. I just
I
hadn't
want,
uploaded it yet.
I wanna show. You upload it, no edit. Just leave it natural.
Well, it ain't about 5-10 minutes long anyway, but yeah, ain't no
It's
edit.
okay. Please post it. Eric is dying to watch it.
I'll try to post that tomorrow, just because it ain't but just a couple minutes long.
I will look for our news. I'll call my disciple. They are.
Okay. Well, she's fixing to walk off and go call her disciples. So uh, I'm a stay here.
Yes, they will come later.
No.
No one is
Y'all,
answering you.
yeah, we're out on the porch. Yeah, it's nice out here. There was a breeze blowing when I first come out here, but now there ain't. Ain't a leaf moving nowhere. When I first come out here, they was the breeze, leaves and all the trees were moving around. It was nice and breezy. Y'all going to bear with me. I'm trying to give up nicotine, and I'm gonna end up with type 2 diabetes, eating candy, trying to keep from vaping. Oh, I want me some nicotine so bad. But, well, I've done eat in the past, 2 days. I've done ate a big old bowl of candy, hard rock candy, just trying to keep my mind off wanting my vaping. So, but it don't. I did smoke Marlboro Red for like 40 years, but then I quit smoking cigarettes and started vaping using a vapey, which had nicotine and menthol. That's all it was. It was nicotine and menthol. And I smoked that from 2016, I reckon, until just a day or two ago. But I first started using tobacco when I was 6. So it's hard to kick something that you've had in your blood since you were 6 years old. I'll be foaming at the mouth here in a minute. I told Malou, just try not to make me angry because I will probably be having anger fits. They say it's more nicotine in the vape than regular cigarettes. I don't know. You can adjust it. I didn't just buy the vape juice out of a store. I special ordered it, and I would tell them how much nicotine to put in it and how much menthol. It would be like my recipe. I would give them. So it depends on how much you put in your juice and how much you vape. You just take a draw on it every now and then, or you sit there and puff on it like it's a pacifier, which is basically what I was doing. She didn't like me to get on these live streams and sitting there vaping, but boy,
No one is answering to all of you. What the heck?
I've seen some big old dark spots on there.
Hmm.
Just cut back to 1 cigarette a day. Don't quit cold turkey. You will fall off the wagon. But well, I run out of vape juice. My vape juice I was ordering it in America, and I brought it with me, and I ran out. That's one of the reasons I kind of decided it's time to quit. I imagine I could find something here for my vapey, but I don't know. I'd rather just, if I can, just quit, be done with it. Um, Tired of keeping up with a vapey, keep it working. I'm tired of keeping up with juice, and I got shelves of little parts and atomizers and batteries and blah 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 blah. I get tired of fooling with all of that. Now, vaping is cheaper than smoking. If you can keep your vaping working, Well, I can tell you I ain't been getting much sleep. I've been waking up at 12 o'clock every night, and I don't know if that's because I'm missing it or what, but I sleep from around 8, 9 o'clock in the night till 12, and that's it. And then that wakes her up, so she gets kind of ill and contrary. What you people call you?
No one is answering. Yeah, this is
Oh,
pissing me off. No one is answering if they're there, if they are in the cemetery or what.
oh, okay. I thought,
No, I'm calling them.
okay. Well, now I done went too far. You need to get a little closer over here. I can't get you on the camera. I have not peppermint. It is menthol candy here. And let me tell you, it is strong. You suck on this thing for a little while and you can't hardly use the whole thing. You got to put it back in the wrapper for a while. It is whew, a whole lot stronger than any menthol, vapey, or cigarette I've ever tried.
No, no.
But right now, I think it's what I've got in my mouth is butterscotch. I have some hard candy they got here. It's coffee flavored. I done ate a bag of them.
Already know.
Oh Lord. Well, bear with us, y'all. He's fixing to crank his car up out here, and he'll sit there for 15 minutes. Buh, 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 buh. So ain't nothing I can do about it, y'all. Just to bear with us. He won't just crank up and leave. Oh, fireballs. Yeah, I've had them before. Hear it? I'm not gonna say nothing bad, but this morning at 12 o'clock, between 12 and 3 o'clock, and I couldn't sleep. He was out now banging around on that car. Oh, you got 240 fireballs? Huh. I ain't had a fireball in a long time. I've had them before, but it's been a long time. Start getting a little darker. You may have to maybe set the camera for a minute. Let me go putting them long pants back on. Mosquitoes off of me.
You don't want to go inside?
That's my go-to candy. We can, I
Because
reckon.
it's mosquito here. They will have a good light inside the house. You put in your table and then you have a good, their lights.
Well, it's a challenge to get all this loaded up into the house.
Why not sit it there na and then sit at the proper comfortable chair? I will leave now for Selby.
I thought they what?
I have to drive. I will check it later. If not, I'm gonna go back here. No one is answering. It will just ruin my mind. I just study my topic, right?
Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can get this out.
Open the door. I will open the door, carry it, everything. Okay?
I'm gonna see if I can get all this loaded up and carried into the house. It's a computer, a cooling fan, the power supply, camera and tripod, a light over here.
Don't cut it because they will come to you.
Oh, power supply is hot. Oh. Bear with me, y'all. Oh,
On your light there, so you will have additional
I'm working on it.
beautiful attraction, attracted, and everything. Look at John, he ate all, anak naman, drink water ah. You ate all of the candy na.
Do what?
John ate all the candy na.
She goes off on talking about something, heading out the door and into another room. Hard to keep up what she's talking about. Oh, well, Sid, we got 3 people here. There just ain't nobody else talking. Sound like you have a NASA headquarters outside that you're moving in. Yeah. Well, it's all right now. It's all a mess too. But I was just trying to get it hooked up. So it kind of is what it is.
I'm preparing na. They replied na.
Okay. Well, her church group, cell group, what do you want to call it, has answered the calling. So they're going to go study the Bible. Uh, Jesus, is that right? I think it's a Jesus. It's an odd name. It's not even written on it nowhere. Supposed to be like a gaming computer. I used to do a little online trading, and when you do that, you need a very fast computer. That's why I bought this computer, is for that. Let me see if I can get this adjusted. How's that? Trying to not put them lights in the background shining in your eyes. But yeah, that's why I bought. Oh, I bought this and maybe 2019, 2020. I got to doing that day trading and got too big for my own pants, and I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I did it anyway. And I was making about $1,000 a day, and all of a sudden, within 2 days, I lost 30,000. So it is what it is. You know, I can't blame nobody but myself. In Windows 10 or 11. How do you find out? I used to know how you find out, but I'm not sure if I know how. Task manager. I think it's 10. But without going to the properties and messing up my live stream, let me see if I can minimize it. Whoop, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Yeah. Well, did you just lose me? Because my screen went to nothing, so I don't know if I lost you or not. Let me see. I'm gonna go to settings. System. I am looking.
Oh, you ended live?
No, got 477 gigabytes. Graphics card is a 6 gigabyte. Installed RAM is 16 gigabytes.
Can you fix nga ba?
Processor is a AMD Ryzen with a Vega Mobile GFX. It's straight, baby. Oh, words that tell me. Windows 11. Okay, it's a Windows 11. Okay. I thought the 10. It is 11. Uh, did you hear all them things I was counting off?
Naubos na
Uh, and it's not a Asus. It's I can't pronounce. Okay, baby. Be careful.
Bye, Eric.
Be careful.
Always.
I'm gonna spell this word out. It don't spell Asus. ZEPHYRUS. I don't know what that spells. That's the kind of computer it is. On the top of the computer, when you turn it on, it looks like a little eye looking thing that comes glowing on the top of it. Yeah. So, like I said, my daughter helped me pick it out because we were kind of in that trading thing together. Yeah, that's how Zephyrus. Zephyrus. Uh, it's not something you hear every day. It's kind of an oddball computer, I reckon. But it's supposed to be like a gaming computer. I know it'll get hot when I go to processing these videos. That's why I got a cooling fan under it to help circulate air and cool it. I looked it up and they said it's normal for it to get hot, but I mean, you put your hand on the exhaust vent and it is hot. So I figured that cooling fan, nothing else, that cooling fan would help it maybe to last longer, keep it from getting so hot. Yeah. I couldn't really tell you. But it's been a good computer. I've had no trouble with it. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that I'm getting old and I wanted like a 19, 20-inch monitor, and that's not what this is. I think it's I don't know, I think it's bigger than a 15, maybe it's a 17, but it's not as big as my old Dell. the I used to have a Dell laptop, and I also had I think it was a compact, but they were had a big screen on them. I kind of got used to that. And when I was doing it didn't really bother me when I was doing the trading because I had it plugged in on like 4 different monitors, and I was using like TVs for monitors, and I had big screens, like 40-something inch screens. Yeah, actually, it has a plug, HDMI plug, and I also got an adapter plugged in over here with an HDMI plug on it. It ain't got. That's one thing it don't have is enough plug-ins for everything. This is for that cooling fan. This is for that light. I got this camera plugged in on the other side, so I had to put that little block on there to give it more plugs. But yeah, like when I was doing the trading, I had it wired up to 2 TVs and a 20-inch monitor, and I had stuff on all of them. I enjoyed doing the trading, but you 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 got to make a plan and stick to your plan. You can't get carried away. That's what I've done. I got carried away. Yeah, the I was using TD Ameritrade to do the trading with, but like I say, I have nobody to blame but myself. I knew better than what I was doing, but this particular stock I was investing in every day, it would go up, go up, go up, and I was making like $1,000 a day, and all of a sudden it went rock bottom. Yeah, yeah, we have HDMI on our TV, and I actually brought from America. I brought some like 25-foot HDMI cables with me because I didn't know exactly what kind of setup she had here. I knew I could pull up like Netflix or something on my computer, and I could send it to the TV with a long cable. That way, But after I got here, we didn't need all that. So that long cable sitting over the drawer. We have a Roku on our TV here. Plus, we I ended up breaking the TV with mounting it on the wall, and I set the TV down apparently on something, and it just cracked it all the way across. So we had to go buy a new TV, and the new TV has all them Netflix and YouTube and everything on it already. So I don't even really need the Roku box. It has it all on the TV. It wasn't legit. What you mean it wasn't legit? Oh, illegal? I got bad eyes, y'all. You talking about the what I was investing in or the Roku? I bought. Oh, it was legal. I was going through TD Ameritrade. Uh, it was all legal. If I hadn't lost money, if I'd have had to, earned money by the end of the year, I would have had to pay taxes on it and everything. Yeah, everything was legal. I reckon I'm kind of like my mama in that sense. I grew up on a farm, and my mama made sure our taxes was perfect. I mean, perfect. And me and Daddy would kind of joke with her because she would get all nervous. She said, "I ain't gonna be put in jail for no cheating." I said, "Mom, you think they could come out here and make sure you got exactly 5 gallons of diesel? Just put a number there. It ain't gotta be exact." I'm using that as a reference, but yep, I got greedy. I was had plans, and I was needing to earn the money to do my plans, and I got greedy and instead of taking my time, and I've never recovered from that. So I know I could go, especially now that Trump's in office. I could have been trading for the past 9, 10 months now and making good money. But one thing you got to do to make money trading is you got to have money. You can't make money trading without no money. And don't fall for all these little advertisements. Oh, you can start on $100. Yeah, you can, but you can't really do any serious trading until you get, I think it's 25,000. And you know how long it would take you to go from $5 to 25,000. And if you ever do any math, I've done it 1,000 times. You can double your money and double your money and double your money, and it just don't seem like it's really going anywhere. But once you get to like $250,000, $300,000, then it starts doubling real fast, and that's how all them rich people do it. Once they got it, it just doubles easy, but it's very hard to get there. Uh, Depending on where you're trading, uh, what's the term for it? What system you're using? Like you can use give me a second, I'm bad with names. What's the guy, Peter Pan guy? I'm bad with names. But anyway, there's some stocks like that you could do it five, $10, $100. You'd be wasting your time if you did it for anything less than $100. But to be a regular trader that you buy and sell stocks on a daily basis, you need to have $25,000. Otherwise, you can only trade 3 stocks a week. If you Once you get to 25,000, they unlock you, and you can trade whatever you want to trade, however much you want to trade, how often you want to trade. So, but yeah, to do serious trading, you need 25,000. To just play for a hobby, you don't need $100. You can do it. Just play. Uh, yeah. Well, the rich keep getting richer, and the poor keep getting poorer. Uh, that's And I had got up to that 25,000. I had got up to 30,000, but I got too greedy. I went from 18,000. I took 9,000 of my dollars, 9,000 of my daughter's money. We put them together at 18,000. I turned that 18,000 into like uh, 20,000. Then I got, kept inching up, inching. I finally got 25,000. Once I got that 25,000, then I could start trading. I mean, really trading. And when I started really trading, I started making $1,000 a day, $1,000 a day, every day, every day. I mean, not exactly 1,000. It might be 900, 1,100, 1,500, 800, but it was averaging about $1,000 a day I was making, and I got greedy. Yep, that is so true. But you can do the math. They got percentage calculators you can look up on the internet for like CDs or something like that. And but when you say you had $5,000 or $10,000 and you was earning 30% interest on it, I'm just throwing out a number there. 30% interest. That's a pretty good percent interest on some money. It's still not going to add up very much. But once you get it added up to like 250,000 or so, then it's going to start adding up real fast, because you got enough money there, it starts rolling like a snowball. To be careful and without knowing anything else about it, I would just say like the S&P 500, something like that. I wouldn't just jump into a single stock unless you really get into it, study it, and know what you're doing. You can get a pretty good return on the S&P. It's like 9% interest or something, 10 something. I hadn't looked at it lately, but I know it's right there along there. And trust me, it's not simple. It'll make you trying to learn how to do it all will almost make you pull your hair out. I studied for months, and if you want something to play with, type in Thinkorswim, and it is a trading platform. Thinkorswim. Now make sure it's Thinkorswim, because Thinkorswim platform works with TD Ameritrade platform. So, but you got to make sure you're on TD on Thinkorswim. But when you get it and you download it, they have a place where you add money, but it's fake money. It ain't your money. You don't give it none of your information. And it's what it is. It's just a practice. So you have that money, then you go to the stock market and you start looking at trades. And you start making trades. And everybody says you should make at least 40 trades, 40 winning trades before you ever invest your own money. And I did do that. And even though I did 40 trades, I still wasn't no expert. But I did follow the rules. I mean, I researched and read and studied, and I got on that Thinkorswim, download the app, and it shows you the stock market, and the stock market is real on Thinkorswim, but it's like 15 minutes delayed. So what you're trading is real trades, but it just ain't real money. And it's 15 minutes behind the real stock market. So they just kind of send it to you out there just to let you play and practice and learn. So, and that's the best learning tool if you want to get into trading. If you're, say you're stuck at home and can't go nowhere and do nothing or nothing, and you're just hunting something to pass time, it gets really interesting. You can really get interested in it and have something to do, and you learn how you can make a little money. So, yeah, just type in now. Was it Charles Schwab bought out TD Ameritrade, but I think they still have the same platform. So you should still be able to go to Thinkorswim platform and, download it and play on it. Yeah. Especially if you study it a little bit. Now, if you just want to put some money in the S&P, the S&P has steadily been making money, for the past, I think, 50 years or something. It might dip where people lose money trading, like the S&P 500. What the S&P 500 is 500 companies. That's why I call it the S&P 500. There's 500 companies. So when you put $100 into it, it's not into one company. It's 500 companies. Therefore, you're not going to lose your money unless the whole system crashes, But if you want to start doing single individual trades, well, you can do the S&P 500 from the TG Ameritrade too. But you can also do single trades. There's places you can look up the trying to think of the name. I'm so bad with names. Fizz Yahoo Finance or something like that. I did know. I'll Google it. What does S&P stand for? Standards and Poor's. Okay, it says Standard and Poor's 500. That's a weird name, whatever. Standard and Poor's. I don't know if you can understand my English. Poor, Poors. Standard and Poor's 500. I've never even thought to even look that up. But Yahoo Finance, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it is weird. If you got your computer there, type in Yahoo Finance. And if you go to Yahoo Finance, I think there's a chart there where you can actually do research on companies. It's been a couple of years since I was into this. I'm bad with names. But you can go research companies to see what's going on. Their stocks might be going up, but it might be going up for a bad reason. They might be going down, but it might be going down for a good reason. You need to do your research on the company, see what's going on. Did they just get a new CEO? Just when a company fires one CEO and gets another CEO, it'll make their stock jump, and there's 10,000 YouTube videos on YouTube. It tells you all about stock trading, but you got to take them with a grain of salt. I'll tell you who you can watch. He's on a YouTube channel. He's in Texas. He's actually kind of a German guy, I think, but he lives in Texas. He's born and raised, lives in Texas. The name of his company is Rockwell Trading. Rock, R-O-C-K, Well, W-E-L-L, Trading. And he has a bunch of YouTube videos on YouTube. I mean, thousands. And you can look them up and watch them and learn a lot. He can teach you a lot. There's a lot to it. So I don't know if you even really interested in all this. I'm just rambling off. But I looked up at Rockwell Trading where did a lot of my research and learning how to do things. But he also has an app he can sell you. But you know, that's a it has apps for the rich people. It ain't for people like you and I. What is making that noise? Is this? I got something over here chirping at me, and I don't know what it is. It's this. It's my remote to my Roku. Why is it chirping? I don't know. Yeah, it's a Roku remote. Let me see if I can pull up one of our videos. Rockwell Trading. Unable to hear you. Rockwell Trading. There it is. Okay. Well, it's all working. Yeah, it's rechargeable, and I've had it plugged in charging. I reckon when it got fully charged, it started chirping at me. That's all I could figure out. Yeah, I reckon it got fully charged. I mean, you don't have to charge it about once a month. It lasts a long time. But I seen a little warning on the screen this morning, so we ain't even been in there watching TV, so I just plugged it in, let it, charge all day long. I got me a power strip back here behind my computer, and each plug has a switch on it. So that's pretty neat. I ain't never seen one of them in America. But I can just leave everything plugged in and just turn them on and off as I need them. I could turn that one off. Not being used. I wish it just had more plugs. Yeah. We have Fox and I'm watching them on YouTube. Like Fox News on YouTube. But I have a VPN, so connected to my internet, so they don't know I'm in the Philippines. That VPN, and you can put it whatever country you want people to think you're from, set it on there. I had to do that to deal with my bank, because my bank wouldn't deal with me online coming from the Philippines. So I had to get a VPN and make it look like I'm in America, so my bank wouldn't lock me out of my account. And I even went by my bank and told them before I came over here, hey, I'm fixing to go to the Philippines. Don't lock me out of my account. I'm telling y'all up now. I'm going to the Philippines. I'm gonna be there a while. So we can't really do nothing about it. What about the live NFL football live? I seen it on here, but I had never watched it. I'm not a sports fan. Now, Malou is a big basketball fan. What is that? Like a knot. But it's like a knot on my jaw or something, y'all. Getting old and saggy jaws, I reckon. I don't know what that is. But anyway, I grew up on a farm, and my parents didn't care for ball games, and I was kind of big for my age back then, and the coach literally came to our house trying to beg my dad into letting me play football. My dad said, if that boy wants to break an arm or a leg and break it out there at that barn. So that kind of wound up my sports, so therefore I just never got into it. I believe you can. I know I had never heard of any of these other guys complaining. They bound to be some of them that like to watch football. And I've seen a football game on TV the other day, but I didn't pay attention to who it was or not. Let me see if I can pull it up and find out. I'll find out while we're on the phone here. You turn the TV on, the first thing it shows is soccer. They're kicking a round ball with their foot. I'm assuming that's soccer. Let me. NFL football. Why is this voice thing not working? NFL football. Okay, it is showing Cleveland Browns at New York Jets. I see it's a horseshoe and the Steelers. The Panthers and Georgia. The Buccaneers and somebody with an American flag on top of their head. You see down here it says the NFL. It got an NFL app. So they might charge you some money. See, it says own now, own now, own now, own now. NFL Legends, NFL Trivia Challenge. I don't know what's wrong with this crazy ass remote. I reckon I'll turn it back off. So I hope that answers your question. I need my college, NFL, and high-speed internet. Well, I've heard people complain about internet here in the Philippines, and we're living kind of close to the city, but we have never had trouble with internet here. I have talked about getting one of those Starlink internets just so that we could travel and still have internet. But as far as we have, people still call it cable, fiber optic. We have fiber optic internet here, and it's fast. And we've never had any trouble. I'll do a speed test. We'll see what it is. go. Let's see what the speed test says. I'm telling you, I'm wanting me some. I'm sucking on this candy. I'm gonna be a cigarette so freaking bad. Or a vapey, either one. I don't think mine's that fast. Okay. Download speed is 99.8 megabytes. Upload speed is 22.3 megabytes. Now we do the really, I don't know if you can see that, what it's doing. Testing 1440 pixels. Testing 4K. Okay, got 2160 pixels resolution. Says the maximum resolution is 2160 4K is good for video on large phones, large tablets, large laptops, and large TVs. So, we've had it to flicker once or twice here before, but just, and what pisses Lou off is it's because they're doing maintenance. The only time it went bad is because they're doing maintenance. And she says they're supposed to tell you beforehand that they're going to do the maintenance, and they past couple of times they've done that, they never said anything. Let me throw this piece of candy. It fell on the floor in the trash before it gets all sticky. Well, I had just got fiber before I left Louisiana, and I was getting, I won't say 300 down and like 100 up or something like that. It was fast as I've ever had. But I didn't throw it. Oh, candy in the trash now would wind up on stuck to something. It would be scraping it off with a putty knife. I'm gonna turn that TV off. But let me tell you how old I am. Hello, second person. though. I don't know who's there. They don't talk. When they first started coming out with satellite TV, they had these huge 12-foot fiberglass satellite dishes. Well, I was working for a company installing them things when they first came out. It would take just about all day to install one satellite dish per house. Yeah, if you're here, come join us, talk to us. I don't know who you are. We've been sitting here shooting a chat about anything and everything. But yeah, and not where I live, but a little further south in Louisiana, things start getting kind of swampy. it was hard to get a good foundation on them big old 12-foot satellite dishes. We would have to dig a hole 3 foot deep, 3 foot wide, 3 foot long, basically a 3 foot cube, fill that sucker full of cement to mount that stand on for that big satellite dish so it wouldn't be moving and wiggling. So, yeah, that was one of my first jobs when I got out of high school, installing satellite dishes. Yeah. Yang, 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 yang. Yeah. Man, I was living on my own. I was living in this old house, but I couldn't afford one of them big dishes. But my boss was a wild man. He had one of them big 12-foot dishes on a single axle trailer that he would pull it around to people's houses and hook it up to their TV just to let them try it out and get, ooh, I want one of these. Well, he got going down the interstate doing 70 miles an hour and forgot he had that satellite dish on a little single axle trailer behind him. That sucker took flight and came down and it bent the frame. So he gave it to me. Like I say, I couldn't afford to buy one, but he gave it thing to me. And the metal frame was bent. But I just took some longer bolts and washers and shimmied it back out to get it back round, and found this old receiver and hooked that sucker up. And hey, here I was the only 20-year-old in the country had a satellite TV system. That ain't nothing nowadays. Everybody can do what they want to do on their telephone. Broadcast TV from their telephone to a big screen. Back in them days, that was something, though. We would sell one of the big satellite dishes to somebody, and as soon as their neighbors seen it, they would have to get one. We'd go down the street, every house. We'd install one. Next week, we'd go to the neighbor and install one. Next week, we'd go to the next neighbor and install one. We'd just go on down the street. Everybody had to keep up with the Joneses. I can't even remember. I know it's more than I could afford. I mean, I wasn't making hardly no money back then. One of my first jobs, I can't remember what they were paying me to do that. But I remember I used to have an electrical job. I worked for an electrical company, and they was paying me like $3.25 an hour, so it wasn't much. So I even worked for an electrical company doing mall maintenance, fixing things in the mall, electrical problems. I wasn't making, I think, maybe $4 or $5 an hour. So, yeah. They didn't pay that much back in them days. Old Grumpy Malou, I found this laying out on the road yesterday, and I brought it home and kind of playing with her with it. What are you doing with that? Quit playing with that. I said, Grumpy. I can't remember, or are you thinking about, do you have a Philippine girlfriend, or thinking about getting her interested in getting a girlfriend, or I can't remember the story there. Cause let me tell you, it's a big. Yeah, I think say they. They are good people. Filipinas. They are good women, but there is a big cultural difference. Oh, okay. I give you an idea. I don't have a fork with me. I set my fork on my plate today, facing up with the teeth kind of like this, And I reached her, I seen her go over and take it, turn it upside down and point the other direction. I'm like, what's that about? She said, you had that fork pointing toward me. So it was sitting on my plate. That's not good. That's not good. I'm like, okay. That's another one of my superstitions, That's okay. Your wife is from Mexico. But yeah, she had I didn't even ask, but it was some kind of a superstition, Can't have a fart point upward at you or some kind of, it's a different culture. Ooh, what the hell? I got a mini split unit right above me here. And I just seen water draining down the wall from it. I am assuming that the drain tube must be stopped up. Huh. That's be something I need to look into. If I had an air compressor, I'd just blow through it, blow any slime out of it. But I don't have an air compressor here and cannot really afford to hire anybody. I might better get this electrical plug out from being under it. Maybe pull that table out just a hair. It's a house. It's an old house that it kind of got remodeled a little bit. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. Malou, before I got here, did a lot to it. We renting it for $200 a month, which is pretty cheap. But before I got here, she regrouted all the tile, painted all the walls, inside and out. They painted inside and out. She got on her hands and knees and scrubbed the bathroom and the shower, and they were all like green. So she got all of them cleaned back up, looking good again, And the landlord don't care. He said, you can do whatever you want to do. You can live in it like a dump, or you can fix it up and live in it. It's up to you. And then out there where I was sitting a little while ago, there's a porch roof there. I put that there. We added the mini split unit. Her son has a little air conditioner in his room. We added that. What else? Which, all the curtains and furniture and stuff, we did all that. But, I did most all that before I even got here. That roof on the porch out there, I had that installed. I came to visit her last year, I think it was. That's the first time I was been here since she was living here. And that right out there was just a concrete slab in the broad open sun, and it just cooked you out there. But anytime it was raining there, you could walk out the door and you get soaking wet. So I had some guys come in and built a tin roof over it to give her a porch and shaded area. No, we got to pay the utilities. Uh, Without the air conditioning, you'll pay a $60-$70 a month. With the two air conditioners running, not all the time, but a good bit, the electric bill is like $200. So yeah, if we ever are able to get our own land and build our own house, I want to put solar just to get away from the man. I want to be off grid, have my own water, my own electricity, my own. Which I mean, I reckon you gotta be connected to somebody on the internet to have internet. But, so I can't believe we ain't gonna get nobody else to come on and talk to us tonight. Uh, I told Malou I was gonna get on him to stay on him until somebody came to visit. But it just don't look like they're gonna do it. I reckon that this is Saturday night, so that's a Saturday morning there. I might just be a little at 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. That makes sense, I reckon. Yes, last night was Halloween, so yeah, I reckon. I don't even keep a eye on it. We have certain people that I reckon if they see that I'm live, they'll come on. But somebody just popped back on here just now. But I don't know where all my regular followers are. Maybe they still hung over from a Halloween party or something. You said your wife was from Mexico and she don't celebrate All Saints Day or whatever it is, the Day of the Dead or whatever it's called. I'm not Catholic, so I don't know. Now, Malou, the Philippines is most of it's Catholic, and she grew up kind of Catholic. But here's something she don't talk about, and y'all probably don't know. Malou grew up in a convent. So, and I've had people, trolling on here saying how she's probably been ran through by 1,000 men and all. No, because she grew up in a freaking convent. I mean, she didn't have no chance to do anything like that. Oh, okay. Well, Malou got away from it too, because we go to a Christian church. I ain't gonna say they're not Christian. That's wrong of me, but more like a Baptist church. Okay. Well, it all the names is just names, religions. God ain't a religion. He was a Christian. I study the King James Bible, so that's where I stand at. I've actually helped start new churches before, but a church is only good as the people that's in it. So I read the Bible. That's how yeah, yeah. She has never been a whore. Uh, and I didn't ask her, but I've had other people that's in the neighborhood. She grew up right in this area, so everybody knows her. But she's been with two men in her life, her ex-husband and me. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Domination, how you say it, it's just a man-made concept. Christianity is what Jesus was. I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. So uh, she likes to go to the church she goes to, and she knows they're manipulating the people, and she don't like it. But here's the thing about Filipinos is she thinks if she leaves that church, they're gonna curse her. I said, baby, they can't curse you. They don't have the power to curse you. Well, they'll all be talking about me. I don't care. Let them talk. You know. You know. So, and some of her other family members goes there. That's why she's afraid to leave that church. I told her we can leave that church and go to other churches. There's a church every mile around here. Yeah, yeah. And if if you've been following her very long, you probably know this here. Some of them guys that come up with some of this weird fetish stuff, and she won't even know what they're talking about. It just goes right over her head. You know, they'll be silent. I said, "Baby, you realize what they're saying to you?" No, what they saying? And she don't know it all that stuff. It just you know. There was some guy wanting to know if she would swing the other day, go swinging. And I was like, baby, I said, do you realize what he's trying to ask you? Something about a swing. I said, he won't know if you'll do husband and wife swapping with him and his woman. Oh, no. She had no clue what swinging was, you know. She was literally planning on becoming a nun, but I, I can't remember how old she said she was, but she started getting fillings for one of the pastors, and she knew it was wrong, so she went to her mother in charge and told him, "Look, I'm I got evil heart. You know, I'm getting fillings for the pastor, so I need to leave." And that's when she left the convent. She was literally before that was planning on becoming a nun. Yeah, yeah. She'll get triggered real easy. Hmm. She gets she gets triggered by me, and we're not even talking anything. I'll be just kind of joking around with her. She'll get triggered about different things, not sexually things, but just different things. Their humor is a little different than our humor, you know. So, but I can't believe some of these. Yeah, yeah. So, and when me and her first started chatting on Facebook, that's what she told me, and the way she phrased it just kind of blowed my mind. You know, we've been chatting a couple of weeks. She said, "Well, I got something to tell you. I'm not clean." I said, "Do what?" "I'm unclean." I said, "What are you talking about? You're unclean. You dirty? You need to go take a bath?" "No, I've been married before." I'm like, okay, so you're unclean because you've been with a man before. I mean, this is like the second week we started chatting, and she said, "I got a son, and I'm unclean." I was a baby, you know. Yeah, but when she told me that, it just kind of blowed my mind. I was like, she thought I was gonna just walk off and leave her because she'd been married before, you know. She was unclean. I didn't even tell that part on the video. But, I don't know if you've read all the comments on the videos we've just made. Some people made some pretty outrageous statements. Uh, One told me that my story didn't pass the smell test, and one told me that if that was all true, that I was extremely gullible. Yeah, I be honest, I've never had a virgin in my life, uh, so finding a virgin is hard to do, even back in the '80s. So, and I used to be pretty wild and got around, but I've never had a virgin. My first wife told me she was, but she wasn't. She lied. She told me she lost her virginity on a horse saddle. I'm like, do what? That's impossible. Yeah, yeah, they are. And look, mine and Maylou's story ain't been easy. We've had to work for what we got. I shaved earlier with no mirror and I cut my lip. I can see it in the camera. But we've been through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties, and we're still going through a lot of difficulties. Just because I'm living in the Philippines don't mean we're rolling in the hay. We are struggling. Things we thought we had things budgeted out, but when I got here, we found out there's things we didn't think of. Like what happens when you go in the hospital and you got a debt to pay, you know, or I didn't think the visa cost as much as it did here. So, and as soon as I got here, my phone bill went up by about $40, you know, and it's hard to do anything to get it back down. I need to keep my phone so I can keep my bank account, you know, in control, but it's hard to get them to come back down. And, you know, I can't go to their office and argue with them over here in the Philippines. Yeah, yeah, that's, you know, I don't have a issue with it, but I'm not fond of it. You know good and well them old 70-year-old men ain't got nothing in common with a 20, 30-year-old girl. You know, even mine and Maylou's age difference is, I don't reckon it hadn't been an issue with us, but we're not that far apart, you know, and neither one of us started this looking for anything, you know. I really had no desire to get involved with another freaking woman. I was just going through a divorce. Uh, we just, it all happened by chance. I was extremely bored. I didn't even have cable TV or nothing like that where I was living at in that camp. And all I had was my phone and looking at Facebook, stuff like that. Yeah, she's 44. She's starting to get them little gray hairs. But I think she was probably a grandma when she was in her 20s, and the way she thinks. Although up until recently, she still liked to play sports. Uh, and she'd be out there, I think it was last year, she was playing volleyball on the team with a bunch of 20-year-olds. So yeah, but she was literally playing volleyball. I mean, she was out there getting out there too. I mean, I wasn't here. I was watching her. She would have somebody hold the live stream for me while I was sitting at home watching. But she was getting out there just a year ago. Yeah. Now she has gained a good bit of weight since we first started dating. Uh, she was shoot. I'll find something around her, but she's still in good shape. Her arm, I think her wrist was about that big when we first started dating. I mean, she was little, but I think she looked better with a little weight on her than what she did when we were first dating. Yeah, or able to buy food weight. She don't like to talk about it, but she was struggling when me and her first met. She was single mom, and the company was screwing her around and not wanting to. When a Filipina gets a certain age around here, the companies want to get rid of you. Well, she was doing a good job, but she was still getting to that age. They were ready to start to get rid of her, and they were starting to give her a hard time and this and that and the other. And, she was having to travel a long way to get to work and back, and she had it pretty rough. The house they were living in was one room with one light bulb in the center of the room, and there's a bathroom over in the corner with somebody made a curtain with a bed sheet to go around the toilet. That's where they took a shower and did their business. It's just in the corner of the room with a bed sheet around it. That was their bathroom. But it was just like one big room. Everybody would roll out on the floor at night. Had these little bitty thin mats, like you see the kids in first grade take with them to school. That's what they slept on. Yeah. And she was already 37. So they was trying to get rid of her. And, she was struggling to get a job. Even when she was working, they don't make nothing. So, but since we've been together, she's gained some weight. She has spoiled that boy in there, whether she admitted it or not. He is spoiled rotten. So he just turned 15, never worked, never done nothing. I think I started my first business when I was 6. I have always worked. Yeah. Yeah, that is. Malu's always talking about these women around here. Said they ain't got no money, they can't feed herself, and keep making babies. I told her it's that's why these Filipinos in just about every country in the world, there's Filipinos there. They didn't migrate out to other countries. This place would just be overloaded. That is bothering me. I don't. Do I need a facelift, y'all? Dadgum, that's a baggy looking jaw there. I didn't know it was like that. Or is it just the way I shaved? I don't know. But no. Oh, I'll tell you how. I'm trying to think of the right word for it to be on the internet. How unknowing she is. Uh, Sometimes things are dry. I told her we need to go get some KY. She had no clue what KY is. Not a clue. So, yeah. He's really been out there, got lots of experience. And they don't really teach birth control here because it's a Catholic society. They don't teach it. You're not supposed to talk about that. Yeah. 44 years old and still innocent. Ain't that something? And I bought a motorcycle. That's the story we ain't made yet. I'm gonna see if I can make a video about it. But when I bought that motorcycle, she was 43, never driven anything in her life, never. And I was trying to teach her how to drive the motorcycle. Well, I finally caught on. She was like hyperventilating, she was freaking out. And I finally figured out she was scared of the motor on the little motor scooter. So I took her down the other end of the subdivision. It's a hill, and I killed it. I said, "Now I'm gonna get behind you. I'm gonna push you down this hill, and all you gotta do is just steer it like a bicycle. You've ridden a bicycle before. It's the same thing. There's no motor running. You sure you ain't gonna crank it? You sure you're not gonna crank it?" So I pushed her down the hill, and then I had to drive it back up the hill and get her back on. We'd push it down the hill, and did that, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. But this motorcycle has a thing on it where you can flip the switch, and the engine's not running. But as soon as you get a throttle, the engine will crank up. If you let off throttle, it'll die. Give it a little throttle, and it'll crank up again. So after she got pretty used to just rolling down the hill, I could turn the key to where it would just crank up. She'd give it a little throttle. So I told her, this time when we go down the hill, as soon as it flattens out, just give it a little throttle. Not a lot, just give it a little throttle. And believe it or not, she done it, and it crunk up. And she drove. And boy, the next thing you know, she's just driving all over the subdivision. Just a big old smile on her face. So that was you what? What do you mean, so that was you? But that was the story of her learning how to drive at 43 years old. Oh, cigarette so bad. I eat me another piece of candy. Snow bear. Have you ever heard of a snow bear? It almost like freeze your tongue. It's clear. Oh yeah, that was me. I'm the one that bought the motorbike. Hello, number 2. Oh, they're not going to talk to us. Hey, if you're on the live stream with us, talk to us. Send us a message. Let us know you're here. Teaching her right. I'm kind of wishing I hadn't bought that motorcycle. I'm kind of wishing I had just bought a Bodger or just saved my money and bought a Hilux truck or something. Because if we ever move out to the province and start building a house, I'm going to need a truck anyway. Yeah, if you're still alive and you're still here, give us a thumbs up. At least let us know you're not a ghost. They're not going to do it, I don't reckon. Yeah, but you probably wouldn't get much for it. I paid $43 for it. If I was to trade it, I would get $1,000, maybe $1,200. So you're gonna lose a lot of money. I'm thinking about keeping it, saving up my money, and getting a truck. And that way, if we go off, like we go 10 hours to see her dad, we can put the motor scooter in the back of the truck, drive the truck to her dad's, then get the motor scooter out just to run around on. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason behind it. One of her friends had it was a Yamaha 155. It was brand new, which it didn't cost quite as much as that Honda, but she was trying to sell it for $2,200. I think she ended up selling it for $1,200. And it wasn't very old, maybe 6 months old, and she never drove it. So, yes, you can. I can. Malou was under the assumption that I can't. So when we bought that motorcycle, she had them put it in her name, which kind of pissed me off, but it ain't no big deal. But it kind of pissed me off. I'm paying $4,300 or something, and then she's gonna have it put in her name. But it is what it is. It ain't no biggie. Lost her money, but you can have she thought I couldn't because I wasn't here, but that's wrong. I can. I researched it. That's kind of like they say foreigner can't own land here, and that's true. You cannot buy and own land here, but if you bought land with your wife and you built a house on it, you can have that house in your name. So that means she can't kick you out of your house. It's your house. Uh, there's only a couple limited ways to buy land here. You can buy land in her name, or you can buy land as a company, but the company has to be owned at least 60% of the company has to be owned by a Filipino. You know, there's different things like that. If you bought land and put your wife's name or girlfriend or whoever, you can be anybody, put in their name, you can sign a 25-year lease with the option to renew it for another 25 years for a dollar a year. So therefore, they can't just kick you off. In different words, it'll be your land until you pass away, you know. But sooner or later, it's going to go back to them. I think that's cancer, y'all. Well, the Philippines ain't got a whole lot of land. I think it all come about is they had a lot of Chinese and Indians from India coming here and trying to buy big pieces of the land. And a lot of the Chinese were coming in here trying to buy up the land. And I think that's why they passed the land deal. And I think that a lot of the Chinese got run off. They came in, opened up casinos, and they started doing stuff illegal and all. And I think they got ran off. They made them leave the country. Well, I believe that's what it is. Got another one right there. I've already had throat cancer. Went through chemo and radiation. I need to get to the doctor and see if I can't just have these cut off. I don't reckon it's where I just burnt myself shaving, but I don't know. I can't see on this little bitty screen. But I know I've had spots on my cheeks for a long time. Yeah. And even the visa, you can get a visa for like, I think it's 6 months or something. And now it's every 2 months. So, yeah, you get people that screw up things and they screws it up for everybody. Oh, well. I said, we got a third person. Are they going to talk to us? Talk to us, people. Give us a thumbs up. Say something. Let us know you're live. Look how thin my hair is getting, y'all. Getting old. I tell everybody my hair is falling out of my head and it's landed on my shoulders and back and chest, and it's just in my ears. It fell out of my head and it just took root everywhere else. I think it's 3 years. I think I can stay here 3 years on a tourist visa. I may be wrong about that. I've had so many other things on my mind. I did know that. Now I done forgot. But I think it's 3 years. But I'm going through that. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called JR Services. And he's kind of keeping a record of that for me. And he'll let me know when it's time to renew my visa. And, he'll shoot me an email. And I could do it myself, but we got to figure it out for what little bit he charges. it would cost us more than that to get a taxi to go into Manila to the immigration office. So you'd have to go make a couple trips over there to get everything took care of, and that would cost more than just paying him to do it. So I'll mail it to him, send him money with Gcash, and he'll take care of it and send it back to me. Well, all you do is leave for like a week or two, but I imagine we're going to be married before my visa's I outlive my visa. I imagine we'll be married by then. The only thing we're really waiting on is she's annulled, but we ain't got all the official paperwork. So as soon as we get all that and save a little money, get this YouTube monetized so we can afford to breathe, then we'll go start planning a wedding. I've been trying and trying. I was hoping I'd get on here tonight and get 6 or 7 people chatting and just chat for hours and hours and hours. You'll be Bay next Christmas? I don't know what Bay is. You can't be using those Filipino terms on me now. I'm not good with all of them. They're here. Who's here? All right. We'll talk with you later if you got to go. Yeah, there's somebody here. I just don't know who they are. Oh, I thought you said you had to go. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about they're here. Okay. Other people. Okay. Yeah, they just won't talk to us. I don't know what their problem is. It's probably that guy. I think his name is Sick Grandpa or something like that. He just goes around trolling other people's YouTube channels so he can go back home and make some asinine video about it. Maybe that's who's on here not talking. Hey, hey, hey. You're happy, happy, happy. Oh. And that menthol candy, it makes everything taste nasty. Yeah. I couldn't keep it in. It's too strong. Oh, that's some strong candy. I think I like the coffee flavored candy better. Ain't nobody gonna talk with us. Come on, y'all. Break out them fingers. Talk with us. Yeah, I got one neighbor that smokes. Malou can't stand it. He can be down the street smoking a cigarette. I'm talking about a block away, and she claims she can smell it. I don't know, but she says she can. Well, I wouldn't be able to smoke it in here. You'd definitely be able to smell it. I don't know what I've done with my money. I had enough money I could go buy one. I was really wanting some people to show up here and talk with us, but I don't reckon they're going to. Let's see what's going on with them. Rose is live. Well, I say live. She's online. A lot of people say they in the shower. A lot of people say that when I go live, they don't get a notification. So I don't know. Maybe people didn't get notified. Maybe that's the problem. You wasn't what? Oh, getting notified? Huh. Well, if you're getting notified, everybody else should be getting notified. It's funny though, Malou can get on here at 12 o'clock at night just for a few minutes and she'll have a whole room full of people. This evening I wanted to go live and I thought she would get on here with me, but she ain't. So I'll let her. I might hang up here in a little bit and just let her come back home later and go live. So I'll just leave it playing, one of the two. I'm thinking about going down the street and getting me a cigarette. I'll tell you what I'm going to do that. If you want to hang out, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Our neighbor has a little sorry store and they sell a cigarette. I think I'm going to go get one. So I'll be back. All right. I'm about to have a breakdown here. Oh, I'm back. I don't know if you're still here. I took 3 drags off of that cigarette. I'm drunk as a skunk. Can't take it any longer. I'm serious. I took 3 drags off of Marlboro Red. I'm drunk as a skunk. I was going down the road like this, trying to keep my balance. They might be putting a little loopy juice in them Marlboros here. I think it's been that long since I drank one, smoked one, that I can't take it anymore. I used to smoke 2 packs a day. Oh. So, anything? No, I walked. It's just 2 houses down. It's a little sorry store. You know, they just go up to the window and tell them what you want. I don't know. I think I've driven that motorcycle maybe once or maybe twice now since I've been here in the past 3 months. That's something people don't know about neither. Is I went through cancer and I got extremely weak. But when I finally got over the cancer, I went back to work and I injured my back and I was laid up for like a year and a half. I mean, could not walk. I was using a walker just to go to the toilet. And I got even more weaker. And then I had another, just before I came, I had another operation that really can't talk about on the internet. And I was laid up in bed for several months. So I've gotten extremely weak compared to what I used to be. It's made aged me too. I mean, before all this, my skin was like tight. And so I've been since I got here, I couldn't do much walking in Louisiana. I lived out in the country, but the house next to me up the street, a couple hundred yards, they had a bunch of mean dogs, so I couldn't walk that way. Them dogs would attack me. They're not in a fence or anything. They're out in the country. They just roam. And then the people in the other direction, about 200 yards, they had a bunch of mean dogs. So I couldn't really, unless I got in trouble by shooting somebody's dogs. So I got in real weak status there. So, but since I've been here, I've been trying to walk every day. Sometimes I'll walk 2 or 3 times a day. I'm getting my strength back in my legs, but I need to start working out some weights and something or another to start getting exercise. We had planned on us joining a gym when I got here. So she was just wanted to stay in shape, and I wanted to get back into shape. But we can't afford a gym right now. So I'm just walking, and she's got some little girly weights, little 2-pound weights I've been trying to work with a little bit. I want to get my strength back. I'll put it this way, before all this, I used to change the tracks on a dozer by myself, a 750 John Deere dozer. I would change the tracks on it by myself, or 250 excavator. I'd change tracks and stuff like that, by myself. Yeah. She's a very athletic person. She likes sports. But But that's before I basically got injured and retired, I did heavy equipment operator, and I was also the company mechanic. So I would do all the mechanicing, if a dozer broke down or something, I'd go fix it, and I did everything basically. I would run a 18-wheeler, run excavator, dozer, you name it, skid steer, whatever. And about half the time I'd be operating, the other half the time I'd be mechanicking. So uh, I'll tell you a story. We had it was a small excavator. Let me say, what was it, a 160 down in a swamp, and the tracks got loose on it, and the track come off. Well, we had another no, the dozer tracks come off. The dozer was using the little 160 excavator to try and get the tracks back on the dozer, and we had a chain hooked to the track, had it run back to that 160 excavator, kind of holding the track up, trying to wiggle it over back on the sprocket. And I had one of them big 5-foot pry bars, trying to pry it around there. And I kept telling the guy, and the guy sitting on the excavator, name was Mike. He was a crackhead. And I kept saying, okay, ease it over. And I looked over at him. He's sitting over on his phone, playing with his phone, while I'm over here trying to manhandle a freaking dozer track. And I just turned around and yelled, Mike! When I yelled at him, he just yanked them controls, and it popped that dang track, and that dang crowbar come out under there, went flying and hit me right beside the head, and went on by and hit another guy behind me. And I was ready to kill that sucker, freaking crackhead. But he gave me a black eye. I mean, it come across right there, pow, blackened my eye and everything. So, yeah, it is what it is, I reckon. At least I do feel a little better now that got a little nicotine in my system. I feel a little better. I'm less fidgety. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to get hooked back on cigarettes, and I don't want to go back to vaping, but dadgum, it's hard. I couldn't believe 3 drags off that cigarette. Man, I was stumbling coming back in the house there a minute ago. I don't know if you've seen me. I was drunk as a skunk. It's about, I don't have any vapey juice left. And I smoked a lot of cigarettes for a long time. Boy, I don't want to get hooked back on them. And Malou can't stand it. She can't stand people smoking. So, I don't want to do something there with cigarettes that's going to make her upset. She's a good person. She's done me no wrong. So I don't want to be trying to sneak around behind her back smoking. And I know she ain't going to stand for it if I smoke straight out in front of her. So she didn't ever, well, I ain't going to say she didn't ever say anything, but she didn't like me vaping, but she didn't give me too much of a hard time about it because I've been vaping ever since we met. She knew about that when we met. She knew I vaped. That's true. I warned her. Hey, I hear she's back. I warned her before. We can't be talking about this when she gets in here. I warned her before I tried to gave up the vaping. I said, look, I'm probably getting angry, and I'm gonna be like basically a ticking time bomb. So, don't do things that's gonna be a trigger. Just don't try to start some crap with me. But I heard her just drive up out there. Nah, I ain't worried about it. I don't reckon she'd go back through and read all that. And I noticed once I go off of a live stream, it does not save the conversation. So,
I'm
good
home.
evening, baby. It's just me and him still. Nobody else is to talk to us.
Talk to you. I'm not there yet.
I said nobody else will come talk to us.
No one. Oh God, so sad.
I need a pretty Filipino over here to talk to
Oh God.
us.
I know.
I bet you could come over here and get a room full of people. We see people come on the live stream, but they don't ever say nothing.
Oh, no, we don't have food yet. But
Don't have what?
food. No, you didn't even eat supper yet. It's almost 7 now.
No. Wait till you come take over the live stream so I can go eat.
What are you doing? My God. Give it. I will just plug this.
Oh, you got to plug her Christmas lights in, y'all. Now she got to go out there and turn off the little musical rhyming box. These lights got a little music box, start playing, and here comes Santa Claus and stuff like that. So she got to go out there and turn that off so it won't drive everybody crazy. How you like a little bitty Mountain Dew? At 20 pesos. Can you believe that? I mean, it's not big, but still, 20 pesos. That's the first one of these I've had in a long time. I used to drink a 2-liter every day. And nowadays, I don't drink nothing but water. How man wants us. I'm sorry, I don't want to. Oh, how many ounces? Oh, my bad. What do I do with my glasses? There they are. They're sitting right beside me, and I can't see them. I don't know if it's going to be in ounces. It's probably going to be in liters. 290 milliliters. They don't really tell you ounces, I don't think. I can convert it. 290 milliliters. Yeah, it's small. Volume. Milliliters. They don't even have ounces on here. Not if they did math. Oh, okay, my converter thing don't go to ounces. It just goes to gallons. Oh well, I don't reckon I can convert it. Yeah, it's probably like an 8 ounce. I mean, you can see my hand. I'm wrap around it.
Honey, this one na lang. I will fry it for you. The Shanghai roll.
I can cover the whole thing up with 2 hands.
Huh?
Do what, baby?
The Shanghai rolls, it's late na eh.
I can eat peanut butter.
No, ano na nga, no,
No moringa bread?
no bread.
Hang on just a second. I'll be back.
I will, ano na lang, you want hot dog? But I will go out and buy some sliced bread.
Yeah, I can.
There's no bread na nga.
I'm trying to say I can eat a microwave hot dog. That's fine.
Oh, okay, I will just make it soft. I will make it. But also, I will not fry this na. This
No.
one.
No.
Okay.
It's too late at night to be doing all that out there in the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I'm hungry na nga. I still have here this one. I feel so, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm hungry.
All righty. We'll get you something to eat. Don't need to be getting sick.
There's a lot of asking trick or treat to me. I don't have candy.
At church? Okay, well, they should have come to the house last night and trick-or-treated. Why would they want to trick-or-treat while you at church? That's weird.
No, after I'm going to drive now. They're just blocking me. Ma, trick or treat. I don't have candy here.
Just tell them yesterday was trick-or-treat.
I told him we have candy here.
They come to the house, huh? Yeah. I don't even think she even never heard of a Road Runner. You ever heard of the Road Runner? Baby?
What's that?
It's a cartoon with a bird. It's a type of bird they made a cartoon out of. Eat Road Runner, coyotes after you. You don't watch stuff like
How
that.
many hours you're talking? There's no people there?
We have been on here for 2 hours and 43 minutes and 41 seconds.
What the heck? Oh, that's so sad.
Just us. Nobody wants to talk to us. Have to get your pretty face over here. They'll be jumping on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know me, honey.
I know you. She's not conceited neither.
Ay, nako naman.
Make
So
a my.
This is from the court. I don't know what's this, but it's
Uh-oh.
okay.
Where'd it come? Where was it?
The barangay official there at the Manggahan, at the old house, they deliver it to Connie.
Oh.
Because that's my address eh. If all my mail is coming to Connie's house, I'm
Okay.
nervous. What's this kaya?
We
No?
got a letter from the court, y'all. Might be. Let's pray it's something good. Yeah.
Oh, this is the one they emailed me.
Is that the official papers?
Uh,
Look, see if it has a stamp on it. We're waiting for the official annulment papers from the court, what we're waiting on.
so this is the same that they emailed me. Decision. This is petition for declaration of nullity of marriage filed by Marilo Rialo Luna, petitioner praying that her marriage with Jesse J. Luna, respondent solemnized on June 21, 2010, be declared null and void. Be declared. It means it's done. Be declared null and void. ab initio pursuant to Article 36 of the Family Code of the Philippines on the ground of the respondent's psychological incapacity. Facts of this case. In compliance with the rule of declaration of absolute nullity of void marriages and annulment of voidable marriages, AM 21110 SC, the Office of the Solicitor General and the Office of the Provincial Prosecutor, OCGOPP of Rizal, were served with copies of the petition. Likewise, the petitioner complied with the residency requirements. On May 2, 2021, respondent personally received the song. This is the one anyway. What is the new here?
I would say be looking for a official stamp
There's
somewhere.
no special stamp na here at the back. This is the one.
Signature.
This is not original. I want. Oh. Upon compliance of the petitioner, the clerk of court is directed to issue the decree of nullity of marriage. Thereafter, the petitioner is ordered to submit certified true copies of the decree to the local registry of Morong Rizal, where this court is situated to local registry of Lucena City. Her marriage to the respondent was registered, and the civil registrar general in Philippine Statistic Authority, which shall be registered in their respective books of marriages. Furthermore,
Don't sound like that's anything different.
the petitioner is directed to submit to the court her compliance here within 30 days. Oh my God.
30 days of what date?
30 days nga eh. No date. Just within 30
What's the
days.
date on the front page? The front page, you got a date on it?
Given in Baras Rizal Morong, October 3, 2025. Parnis, P.A. Russell, the prosecutor. Solicitor General, Antonio Nevares, Ramias.
The system works so slow here, y'all.
Civil case, blah, 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 decision dated. Decision dated October 3, 2025. Marilo T. Rialo vs. Jesse, page 26. Philippine Statistic Office, blah, blah, blah. Local Register of Lucena City. Local Civil Registrar of Morong. Jose J. Luna, Marilo Luna. Oh, the court is the one who sent na. It says here kasi, oh, look, ha? Parnis, it says here. Ay, naku naman. Order. It's boy. I need, where is the, The
stamp?
Yeah. It says here, oh, Parnis, copy Parnis. It means fast with ED. Court na ang nag-send lahat. So ordered, given in Baras, presiding judge. So it means,
I'm sorry if I'm getting distracted, y'all, but this is important stuff here. We've been waiting a long time for 8 years.
no, almost 8 years. Nangulang ba? At doon, o kaya yung gabi na ako eh. Yan o, yung chicken meatloaf, ano ba to? Luncheon meat or hotdog ba?
We still don't know if that's the official papers.
Wherefore, premises considered.
Ito na lang.
Consider the petition is granted. Oh. Accordingly, judgment is rendered declaring the marriage between. It's granted na, honey.
That's granted.
So, I will try to go to PhilHealth. Oh, if I remove PhilHealth as Mas Marilo Luna, Jan will never be my because my
I
beneficiary.
ain't worried about that. I'm thinking about going like, what if you tried to get a Cinemar and see if you could get the Cinemar.
Oh, Okay. Where? Malu,
And you could take that with you to show it to them.
why some of the annulment I could see they have stamp.
I ain't never seen anybody, so I don't know.
No, some of the Filipino, there. I am only annulment took almost 8 years, but them just less than 6 months, 8 months. It's already finished, but their support granted.
And you can't get nothing out of your freaking lawyer, so
Tomorrow, I know holiday.
when was that mailed to her? Does it have a date on it?
She said 2 days ago before holiday she received it, but this decision made on
Oh, yeah.
October 3.
I'm just wondering when they mailed it to her.
Yeah,
Or just a couple of days ago.
only just received it. Give it to me. October 10.
You reckon it took them
Private or unauthorized use to avoid payment.
20 days to get
Domestic
to her?
registered, blah, blah, blah. So I need to call my lawyer after
I don't
holiday, no? But why there is no stamp? I want the original copy with Judge no?
Yeah.
That's what
If
I
that
need.
came from the court, I don't know why they didn't just go ahead and stamp it.
For hero, it is not. I want the original. This is I can touch it if it is the original. No, the original signature you could touch the paper. There's but it's just. Where's the original? The original is in the court. I have the copy only. Oh,
Yeah, but it still should give you a notarized copy, registered
you
copy.
think I need to? Maybe after this holiday, I wanna go drive my bike to court and then ask. You know.
Maybe.
And I'll call the lawyer. So I have no problem, na? It's finished, na?
From what I understand,
So, how long, it means the PSA received it, I will check my Senomar. How can I? Oh, I will check online, no?
I don't know how slow they are about getting all that on the records, but I would check it.
Oh,
You got to pay for that?
yeah, $5. Next time, maybe by November. Because I need to keep, I want to change my passport na. Oh, but I need to pay another $40 to the passport.
Well, you don't want to wait until we get married so you can just change your passport to Busby?
Uh, it's okay naman, but I want to know if it is the copy of this one, the original is the to the court. They have to keep it, but we are all sent by the court, because even the lawyer is.
Well, we'll talk about it later. Oh, you think go cook?
No, I'm just trying to make the egg,
Okay.
Anak, magluto na ba ako? Ha? Gutom ka na, kain ka ng kain nga ng candy. I will cook lang. This is just my volume, not that.
Have a week left for what? I don't understand it. I don't understand what they're asking. If you understand all that legal jargon better than me, let us know something. Because I don't understand it. But they sent her an email with the same exact letter 2 months ago or something. Or a month ago or something. They just now giving her an official mailed copy. I don't want to just go ahead and make a registered copy out of it, be done with it.
Maybe that's the copy na nga.
Whatever. Whatever. Be happy. Oh, no. I just don't reckon anybody else is gonna. Ounce between the smoke and a Mountain Dew that I ain't had in a long time. I think it's giving me a caffeine rush, giving me a headache. Did you understand something that we're not catching?
Na ayaw mo nitong cake, anak? Hindi mo to tinikman? Dala to ni Ate Neo, galing sa Malaysia. We'll try to check it later.
It's that chocolate cake.
Hey, Sonny.
Her niece went to Malaysia and came home with a box full of chocolate cake from Malaysia. And I don't care for chocolate cake. She don't like cake, period, and her son don't like cake. So I don't know what we're gonna do with the chocolate cake. She's gonna give it to the neighbor, I think. Oh. Well, I wanted to stay on here and get a bunch of people on here for chatting, but it don't look like it's gonna happen, does it? Well, I've had enough of candy, but I need to have something just to. I'm not a big candy person. Never have been. I would drink a sweet Mountain Dew before just sitting around eating candy. I've never been one to eat candy or chips or stuff like that. Just ain't my thing. And my mouth is raw from all this hard rock candy I've been sucking on. Beep, beep, road runner. Hello, person. Oh, I thought you were saying hello to Malou because she made a pass through. I don't know if I'm gonna get her to sit down, y'all. Very seldom does she ever sit down. Hell, I'm already getting sleepy. Maybe I'll be able to sleep tonight. Yeah. I don't even try to get in her way anymore. I gave up on that. I think that's where I cut myself shaving. I usually use a mirror, but today when I was taking a shower, I just shaved in the shower. I'm thinking that might have been a mistake. I know I cut my lip. I'm thinking about I cut that too. I'm not sure. What's up, John? Oh,
Ma, meron na ako cellphone.
he refuses to talk to me.
Nag-download ang games.
Bakit?
Android.
No, I use lotion. I mean, shaving cream. But I didn't use a mirror, so I was just, might have been the razor burn from going over it too much. Talking about dry shaving. Before I met her, I always kept a beard. I don't know if there's any videos of me back in the old days or not on here, but I always had a beard. Well, my first truck I bought, I turned 18 years old. I bought me one of my little Nissan pickup trucks. Good question. I wish I knew the answer to that. I've been supporting him and sending him to private school for 8 freaking years. You'd think he'd be willing to talk, but he ain't. Won't. But anyway, I was coming home from town one night, and it had been a big storm. Anyway, I topped this hill, and there's a big old pine tree laying in the road, and I topped that hill, and I hit that tree. I mean, by the time I seen it, I hit the brakes, and I done hit the tree. You know, it was laying across the highway. Anyway, my chin hit the steering wheel. It took to say, this is your steering wheel in the truck. It bent like that, you know, from me hitting that tree. And my chin went down and hit the steering wheel, and it busted my chin. I got a scar up under there now. But, and I had a beard. Well, anyway, I'm getting out. I got out of the truck after the wreck. I'm trying to see what all was tore up. And the power company people come driving up. They done had a power line down from the storm. And they seen I'd had a wreck, and they were, hey man, you need to go to the hospital or something? Nah, I don't, you know, I'm okay, you know. Well, your face is bleeding. And I done like that, and that blood was in that beard, and it just painted my arm like a paintbrush. And I'm like, holy crap. I mean, it just like painted my arm, you know, my beard. So they loaded me up in the back, up in this big boom truck over there, and took me to the emergency room. And they dry shaved me and sewed that cut up. Man, I learned that night I don't want to be dry shaved anymore. Oh, I think it's like 4 or 5, just right across there. But talking about him, the first time I came to see Malou, he was such a small little runt. I picked him up with carrying him on my shoulder. As we was going like walking around, looking and stuff, you know. I was carrying him on my shoulder, just sitting on my shoulder, you know. Now look how big he is. I've been supporting him all this time. But he'll say, hey, bye. That's it. Hey, bye. You ask him, how was school? Good. Learn anything? Yeah. So, ain't that time I've tried to say anything about it. Mama Bear protects him, covers for him. So I just learned to not worry about it. Yeah, not as good as Malou, but yeah, he speaks. All of his friends talk. Yeah, all of his buddies will come by and they'll speak to me and talk to me. He's a 6-year-old boy at church who sat there and just asked me 10,000 questions. What part of the U.S. you from? You might know these people. This is one of the companies I used to do heavy construction operator for. Excel. I was operating a 480 excavator for them in Georgia. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, Excel. I get the names mixed up. Was it Excel? No, it was Recon. I was doing work in Georgia for a company called Recon, RECON. Excel, I was doing work for them in North Carolina. But they all do big construction jobs. I would travel around. How far are you from Columbus, Georgia? Uh, I'm so bad with names. I'm hoping I'm not telling you the wrong town. It's right across the Alabama line.
Yeah.
Let me pull up a map. Square D, talking about electrical company? I haven't heard that. Is that who you talking about? Square D Electrical? What in the world is going on? Yeah, Columbus, Georgia. Yeah, I was right. Anyway, I was doing some work in Columbus, Georgia, and there's a river kind of like going through town. And there's a man down, has an old red building, hut, what do you want to call it, down there by the river, and he sells like fish bait and stuff like that. There's a boat ramp right there next to his shop. I think the city owns the boat ramp, but he owns the fish bait business and a parking lot and all there. That's how he makes his living. Anyway, when I got to Georgia for this job, I was hunting a place to park and stay. And I didn't know where to go, so I seen that red building down there, I pulled down there and asked him, this old man, I said, man, you happen to know where I could park my camper at, for a month or so while I'm working here? He said, yeah, you can park it right outside there. I said, you sure? Yeah. And he let me park there for free till I got through that job. But I'm going to say he was 93 years old.
Are you going to under or I will eat now?
Still running that business. Well, I'm being called to supper. I reckon I'm going to let y'all go. I don't like nobody else is going to come talk. It's just me and you. So I'll let you take a break. I'm gonna end this here so I don't get in trouble. You have a good night, or hurricane morning there. You have a good day.
Thank you, Eric. Ulit na.
Malou said bye. Bye.